Hi, I'm Rich Hoffman. In 2006, the Lakota school system pushed through a levy that took 4 times to pass. On the last vote, a group called Yes Lakota raised $77,000. Now, the purpose of raising this money was to put out signs in other media that was able to get their message across. Those of us that stood against it didn't have any representatives or contributions to help get our message out. The result was a victory for the levy. Many of the voters that had been staying against it the previous 3 times just stopped voting because they figured they couldn't stop it. They felt helpless. They felt that no matter what they voted, that the school system was going to keep pushing it until it got voted in, which is essentially what happened. And the last time, they put together a nice coalition of people to generate enough money to get their message out. Here are some examples of the contributors to Yes Lakota on that last levy passage. As you can see, the businesses that most benefited were the ones that contributed money, because those businesses have a need for Lakota to be on paper a good school, so they can sell whatever it is they're involved with, whether it be houses, bus services, or just to protect their jobs. But I fail to see how adjustments on the end of the school system are any less painful than asking us to supply yet another levy for a budget that obviously does not take into account a business environment that private sector jobs must consider. Now they are coming at us with a new levy in a time when money is already very tight. The first levy is going to be a 6.9 mil levy. When they give you the figure, they always give you the $100,000 per year figure because it doesn't sound so bad. But who at Lakota has a home valued at $100,000 anymore? That would be the figure, the one you've seen in the paper, this 211 figure here. It doesn't sound so bad. However, the average cost of a home in Lakota is $243,000. So let's work with that figure. This is what it will cost you if this levy passes at that figure. That is the 513 number there. Now, in addition to that, there is going to be, in 2012, an incremental levy that's 4.9. This is what it will cost you when that one kicks in. Now keep in mind, 2012 is not that far away. That is the 365 number. Again, taken by itself, that doesn't sound so bad. But if you add the two together at the projected level in 2012, when they both kick in, which is essentially, by the time this gets voted in, a year and a half, you're looking at this figure, $878 a year. That's a lot of money. A whole lot of money. I'm not against schools. I'm against the perception of what a good education is. I certainly feel for anyone facing losing their job. But in many ways, we all face that. Only in government positions is there a perception that a job is guaranteed in some way. Funding has been cut at the state level, and now they have pushed that responsibility onto the local level for us to figure out. The whole issue is now part of a much bigger problem, one that we all have to figure out as American citizens. Not just in Ohio, but all across the country. And we hear about it everywhere. But this is a school levy. This is the first foundation of anything that we have to consider. And this is what we're teaching our kids. So this is something we have a little more control over. What do we really want to get for the money that we spend? Not just on education, but all services offered by government at all levels. They have to think differently and do more with less, just like in private business. We all have to do that. Everywhere we work, we're required to do those things. They will have to shrink levels of government at all levels to bring costs to a more manageable operating budget. We cannot address issues at the federal level and leave local issues broken. I propose that Lakota take a new lead and act in a way that does not involve the OSBA. The OSBA is an organization that provides the guidance school boards need to get funding. So to be angry at our local school board is not exactly right. They get the direction from Columbus at this organization. However, the only definition I can think of to describe an organization like the OSBA is that of a progressive organization whose thoughts on what education is and what it is supposed to do are not in line with the wants and needs of a majority of the population. This is the mission statement, and you'll find this on the OSBA website. It's very easy to read. They're very open about what they do. Go check it out. This is their mission statement. The OSBA leads the way to educational excellence by serving Ohio's public school board members and the diverse districts they represent through superior service and creative solutions. What creative solutions? I've only heard the same kinds of things coming out of them for over a decade. It hasn't changed. We are dealing with people who truly believe that kids need the OSBA more than their parents, and parents are a secondary participant in raising our children. They won't tell you that, but their actions define their beliefs. They truly feel that the services they provide are essential to the development of a child, not just complementary in a robust economy, but essential, meaning they determine exclusively the fate of a child. I have a different experience, and based on that experience, I believe they are at best out of line with what things cost in the real world and what should be required to provide an education. So during this debate over the next couple of months, there will be a lot of things said. The school board and their groups will tell us that we are hurting our kids if we don't vote for this levy. And they'll put the hurt to us if we don't. They'll cut busing, they'll cut sports programs, and they'll make us feel guilty that they'll have to cut staff and administrative positions. While they're doing this, remember, they are only puppets to the OSBA, where the hand there dictates the process of passing a levy and setting up operating costs for a school system. And to truly be a leader in the state of Ohio and the nation, Lakota needs to cut the strings to this progressive organization and set a new standard that the rest of the nation can follow. It has to. We cannot keep having levy after levy after levy after levy. It isn't going to work. At some point in time, it's going to stop. Growth will stop. Growth is what it is. You can't do it forever, people. I invite anyone that would like to contact me to email me. Please do so. It's located on the link on this homepage. Just click on it, email me. Good letters, bad letters, I don't care. And if you'd like to confirm my comments about the OSBA, visit their website. It's a nice website, well done. Lots of information there. Read it carefully though, and watch their videos. And it will become clear why they believe education should cost so much. Thank you very much. See you at the polls.